bunch of third-party sellers have finally called it quits. They are ditching Amazon and will no longer sell their merchandise on Amazon.com. And that is kind of a problem for Amazon, but it's just as equally problematic for the people who are leaving the platform. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here and you happen to like this video, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that bell notification. We upload on a daily basis and you will want to be notified of our uploads, premieres, live streams, all that jazz. So anyway, little background here. Don't like Amazon. Most people here know that. Think they're scummy. Think they're trash. Think they should burn to the ground, frankly. Not literally, but, figuratively. I would love to see their stock just boom, right through the floor. Go out of business. I think the world would be a better place without them. But they are big. They are powerful. That's one of the reasons I don't like them. They are so big and powerful that they get away with scummy tactics all the time, many of which we've discussed before. Will not rehash them here. And one of the biggest offenders is that basically Amazon's so big, you have to do business with them. You don't want to do business with them, but you have to. One of the things that people criticize all the time is like, why do I have Amazon stealth accounts? If Amazon is such a crummy place to sell on, if they treat the sellers so badly, why sell on there at all? And the answer is because, hey, the terms are terrible. They are. But you can make more money on Amazon than off of it. They are in the position where your revenue will drop 30 to 40% if you do not sell on Amazon. And that's me. That is me. eBay, Barnes & Noble, Shopify, I'm on all these platforms. Combined, they don't add up to one Amazon. That's a problem. That's a real problem. That means when Amazon decides they want to boot me off, and they have, for arbitrary reasons, then I am screwed. But brands are deciding they don't want to deal with this anymore, and they're actually leaving Amazon, and there's a lot of reasons why they are. But here's the problem. The headlines aren't complimentary to the people that are leaving. They're complimentary to Amazon, basically admitting that Amazon's got a firm grip on them, and this isn't going to end well for them. So let's look at this. A growing number of brands are deciding they no longer need Amazon, or more importantly, they don't want to work with Amazon. Earlier this week, IKEA became the latest brand to cut ties with Amazon when it said it would not continue a pilot program that began in 2018. The Swedish retailer joined the likes of Nike, Birkenstock, and PopSockets, which decided selling on Amazon wasn't worth the hassle and opted to pull out instead. The moves have sparked fears that Amazon will soon see more big brands flee the site. Even if brands end the relationship with Amazon, shoppers can still purchase their products on the site via third-party sellers. And the third-party sellers were one of the problems, by the way. We'll talk about that. And unless companies can develop an e-commerce strategy to compete with Amazon's customer-obsessed mindset, experts say ditching Amazon has the potential to backfire. And here's one of the reasons why. They mentioned third-party sellers here. One of the reasons Nike is leaving Amazon is because of counterfeit third-party merchandise. Shoes that are not made by Nike, they are counterfeits, wind up on Amazon. On the same page that the official shoes pop up. And Amazon can't police them all. Like, you usually don't even know if the shoe is counterfeit until you buy it and you get it. And it's like, this ain't a real shoe. And, well, Nike, basically the counterfeit shoes can always be cheaper than the Nike shoes. And Amazon takes such a huge cut from whatever Nike sells the shoes for, that they're just kind of like, no, forget this. You're not helping us curb the counterfeited products. We're not going to be there. And by the way, when you search, here's a fun little tidbit. Search Sailor Moon under DVDs and movies. You'll find the official releases. You will also find pirated discs. A lot of pirated discs. Selling as if they were authentic, brand new. Amazon doesn't do anything about it. In a funny way, Amazon's becoming eBay. It's becoming like a glorified flea market, if you will. And so these companies have had enough. But here's the thing. Amazon continues to dominate the online shopping. It controls 38% of the e-commerce market in the U.S., far ahead of its rivals like eBay and Walmart, which only claim single-digit percentages according to eMarketer. Brands that attempt to replicate the services they lost by ditching Amazon may find it impossible. Amazon's logistics and shipping operations, site traffic, and mountains of shopper data are hard to match, even if you're a well-known brand like IKEA. Yeah, really. And here's the thing. Amazon Marketplace is a company's not-so-secret weapon that prevents it from relying on brands to fill the site with products. Even if a first-party vendor decides to leave the site, their product is probably still available on Amazon by way of a third-party merchant. So here's the thing. To say the brand has won by walking away, they haven't won at all, Thompson said. Amazon has a massive security blanket called the third-party marketplace. These products sell at huge volumes, they're Prime eligible, and most customers don't know any better. They don't. They don't. In fact, some people, Amazon's a great place for books. Seriously. You go under the book, you go under the new or the used for like $1, you can get a book. It's practically brand new for the most part. Now, here's the thing. There are sites like the Motley Fool who are coming to IKEA's defense and other things because the Motley Fool points out, because here's the thing. This article shows that even if the brands leave, Amazon can still sell them through a third-party seller. That's true. But the Motley Fool is correctly pointing out that the e-commerce giant needs to really treat the third-party sellers a little better because they make most of their money. So here's the thing. IKEA hasn't yet. Here's the thing. A little less of a ring. Let's see here. Where was I? Okay. So let's start here. A maddening conflict. A recent Wonderman Thompson poll of e-commerce professionals found that 67% felt compelled to work with Amazon.com, yet more than half of this same crowd also felt Amazon hampered their organization's growth. It's a frustration that's grown in step with Amazon's foray into selling its own private label merchandise, which often competes head-to-head with its third-party sellers. The company finally tactically appeared to know it's been alienating its sellers. Last week, e-commerce intelligence firm Marketplace Pulse reported that Amazon recently, for the time being anyway, stopped featuring its own private label goods at the top of the page when the shopper searches for a certain product on the site. They also did that because that was, anti-competitive and could lead to monopoly lawsuits. Instead, Amazon's own goods are now featured as if they're just another option from a collection of sellers. But take the move with a grain of salt, as many have only been a temporary change of strategy. Amazon dramatically reduced the promotion of their own goods in early 2019 too, yielding to pressure from politicians as well as complaints from sellers. By the latter half of last year, Amazon was once again heavily pushing its own wares, and a similar item to consider box that appeared just above the button shoppers would click to add items to their shopping cart. And yeah, here's the thing. The Amazon site, I think most of their profit comes from third-party sellers. When it comes to merchandise, Amazon has to buy it, they have to ship it, they have to do the packaging, get the materials, and then if someone wants to return it, they got to, provide the shipping label to have it sent back. Amazon loses money on most of the items they sell, but the third-party items, that's where they make their money. There's no items, no shipping, no materials. They just collect a fee. That's the future of most businesses, collecting a percentage of whatever the little guy is selling. But here's the thing. Nike, IKEA, these are companies that are third-party sellers too, and they're saying, no, enough's enough. You're not curbing the counterfeit merchandise. You're not giving us a fair deal with the fee. And you don't help us. You just don't. So they're saying no. And the fact that there are two big companies leaving Amazon is not a good look for them. What's more, other companies might follow suit. So I personally am pretty giddy reading this because I don't like Amazon. I think they need to suffer a little bit. But the thing is, Amazon's also not stupid. They're probably going to look at this and they're going to keep an eye on it. And if more companies leave, they will make the terms better. Now, you might say, well, isn't that a good thing? Well, it should be. But they'll make it better long enough to get people to come back to the site. And then they'll go back to treating them the way they were. They will find a new way to screw the third-party sellers out of hard-earned money and take advantage of them. It's sickening, but that's how it is. And that's why, even though I really hate this site, I still I still sell in there because they have a 38% market share. I need that, unfortunately. Everyone needs it. I wish it wasn't that way. I wish something could be done about it, but that's what it is. So anyway, that's where we're going to leave this story. What about you? Do you sell third party on Amazon? What do you think of this news, these changes? Do you wish you could just get out of there, or are you perfectly content with what you're doing? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.